Gentlemen, welcome back to Chrono Commentary. I'm your host, Brent Garcia, and today we're going to be talking about the new Rolex Explorer II. This is the 42mm version. It's awesome. And today I'm going to give you kind of like a lot of random information about Rolex and construction because there's not a ton to the watch function necessarily. So let's get going. All right, so here we go. This is the Rolex Explorer II, the new version. And for those of you not familiar with some of the new upgrades, even though you've probably seen them somewhere, I'm going to go through them anyway. The Explorer 2 has the date, signature Rolex date, the engraved 24-hour bezel, the 24-hour hand, and basically the functionality on this is just like the GMT Master 2, except it doesn't have the rotatable bezel. So, you know, the trip-lock crown, the way that the trip-lock crown works is you can see the gaskets in here. Basically, there's three different stations. When you push the crown in and screw it down, it actually locks in three different stages like tumblers, which is what makes Rolex so waterproof. This one, when you pull it out when it snaps out of the first position, you can wind the automatic movement. At the second position, it flips through the date, and you can see that the second hand is continuing to move. That way you can change time zones, you can change the date. This way it doesn't have the quick change date like the Datejust, but it's relatively easy to do here. And then when you pull it all the way out, it moves everything, including the 24-hour hand. So that's how you're going to set your second time zone or your military time if you want. For example, if you want it to be 12 noon and you want this to match that, that's how you would do it. And then as the movement continues, this will keep your 24-hour time. So really cool, good for a traveler. Originally, the Explorer model was designed for Sir Edmund Hillary for his first ascent up Everest, and several years later they introduced the Explorer II with the GMT type of movement. Really, really cool. I like the 42mm on this quite a bit better than I like the original 40mm, and I've worn both. What I really like about it is the millimeter thickness is about what it would be like on a sub, so you get a nice big face without getting a thicker watch like you would on the Deep Sea, for example, or the Yachtmaster 2. So really nice on that. The bracelet, they upgraded between this model and the older model. They've gone to the solid link system like they do on the new subs and the new GMT. They have the upgraded buckle. So instead of having that flat curved piece of metal that you had before, you've got a nice big heavy buckle mechanism with the double lock and then the trip lock on the top. And then on all of these new Oyster bracelets, they actually have this ingenious little flip out. So basically it extends the watch about a half link. So if you wear your watch pretty snug and you need to make an adjustment for heat or whatever, you want to wear it on the outside of something, you have that as an option, which is a really nice upgrade. Notes on the stainless steel. Rolex uses 904L steel on all of their models now, which is completely anti-corrosive. It's hypoallergenic. It's considered a super steel. The only other companies that really use it in bulk the way that Rolex does is NASA. Chemical engineering companies use it for transporting diluted sulfuric acid because it's so anti-corrosive. It's about 3 grades higher than surgical grade stainless steel, which allows it to keep a really, really nice finish for a long period of time, even on watches like the GMT or some of the new Datejust or the Datejust 2 where they have a really high polish center. It keeps that high polish almost more like a white gold does. So really, really cool. Sapphire Crystal. The unique thing about Rolex's Sapphire is they cut their Sapphire crystals at a 45-degree angle, which is the hardest axis for the raw crystal, and then they polish it and use that as the surface that faces out. So it actually makes it higher scratch resistant. It makes it a tougher crystal than you get on some other Swiss watch movements, and that's just one of the little things that they do. All of the Oyster models are waterproof. They're actually considered pressure proof because of how they do the case back, how they do the screw down stem and crown, and all of the construction makes it a completely pressure proof model. All of them are certified to 100 meters, although the original deep sea model was basically a modified oyster case, which you see on the Datejusts, and that's what they use. They just made a modified crystal. So you could go scuba diving in something like this. Really, really cool. I really like all of the new upgrades that they've made on all of the models, but on this one particularly, I like that they brought the big orange 24-hour hand back and did the Explorer II icon in orange, almost more like the original model. I don't know if you guys have seen those. They're really, really cool. But yeah, excellent, excellent watch. Love it. This one's going to be available in the vault, and feel free to check out chronocommentary.com, and don't forget to subscribe. Till next time, guys, thank you.